This is the Brewtubers Online Brewers Club 2022 Hops Experiment, Hoppy Blonde Ale. Thanks to our sponsors: Imperial Yeast, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewers Hardware, 5 Star Chemicals, and Yakima Valley Hops. Get brewing.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Brewmaster Jerry here, and just got a package today. Yep, Yakima Valley hops. So we're doing this Brewtubers hop experiment where we're actually brewing the same thing, 3 different varieties, using all the different varieties from Yakima Valley, and I was lucky enough to get this. This is Incognito, a all-natural hop product that delivers impactful variety-specific flavor, and this is the Citra version, so I can't wait to use this. So we're going to be making a blonde ale. There's Incognito and there's the T90 pellets and the cryo hops, and so we're going to then compare it and see what happens. So stay tuned. Jump on some brewtubers.com and join the club and support Yakima Valley. What's up everybody, Brewmaster Jerry here. That's right, I am making a yeast starter for the Brewtubers Hops Experiment, sponsored by Yakima Valley Hops and Imperial Yeast. I got my proper starter here that I got from Beer and Wine Hobby. That's beer-wine.com. I have 16 ounces of distilled water. So there we go. My liquid is all set for this. And house yeast from Imperial Yeast, another sponsor of, a little spray there, of Brewtubers. And I also used my 5-star star sand to go through and make sure that everything was cleaned and sanitized. This is going to go on the stir plate before I make the yeast experiment. That's how easy it is to make a starter. What's up everybody, Brewmaster Jerry here with another Brewtubers experiment. This time we're partnering with Yakima Valley Hops and Imperial Yeast and 5 Star Chemicals. 5 Star provided us with some great cleaning and sanitizing products, and Imperial gave us their house yeast, and Yakima Valley is having us do a test with Citra and Mosaic. We're doing 3 different forms of it. I'm lucky enough to get this, the Incognito, and so we're all brewing a blonde ale. Right now I've got my mash, that's water that's currently warming up. I'm getting ready to grind some grain and then throw it in there for the mash, let that sit there for a little while. We're going to be bittering this with some Centennial, and then going through our regular brewing process, and then we're going to whirlpool down to 170, and that's when I'll be adding the Incognito, and other people are adding the T90 and the third form as well. So this is going to be a pretty cool experiment. I can't wait for this. It's going to be awesome. And then in the end, we're all going to ship our beers, and then we're going to get them back. We'll get some of each, so we'll be able to taste the difference and really look at what each type of hops gives for this. So glad you're here for the adventure, and let's brew. So I've had this yeast started going. This is the Imperial House yeast. I fired it up with a little proper starter that I got from beer-wine.com, and that's also where I got all of my grains for, so that way we could have some consistency as far as the grains that everybody's doing. We're trying to take out as many inconsistencies as possible so we can be as consistent as possible in this experiment to truly be able to test, so one person doesn't have to do 6 batches. Instead, we're splitting it amongst members of the group, and we're going to have some fun. So far so good. Heating up to the boil. Volume and starting gravity for the pre-boil are spot on. Yabo. Okay, we mashed out and got the boil going, so you know what? Time for a little hops addition. So I added the yeast nutrient, and now it's time for one of these little Werflock. getting to be time to start thinking about a chiller so I can put in the Incognito. So I just chilled it down to 170. You can see it's not boiling anymore. And now it's time to add the Incognito. Smells yummy. So I did a little stirring to get the black puddles, I guess I'll call it, up on top. It was super oily going in. It smells like a complete citrus factory in here right now. Now heading on to the step of transferring from the mash and boil down to my fermenter. I whirlpooled at 170, added the Incognito, chilled it down. It's down to temp, so we're doing a quick transfer here, and then we're going to add some yeast to it and let it fly. Now it's time for the final step. Starter of Imperial house yeast. There she goes. Let's let her ferment and see what happens. This is 7 hours in. Notice the krausen level is kind of high. Now, that is a little star sand, so, you know, I'm not fearing the bubbles. But there's a good amount of action going on in there.
The Brewtubers online store has everything you need for your brewing apparel and gift idea needs, with a growing selection of colors and sizes for hoodies, t-shirts, and caps. Stickers and magnets? Got them. Can holders and coffee mugs? We've got those too. Be the boss of your neighborhood and the envy of brewers everywhere when you flash that beautiful Brewtubers logo at your next local brewing competition. Want everyone to know you're a part of the Brew World Order? Strike a Superman pose with that BWO logo on your chest and make them all take notice. And if you haven't already, get over to our website at www.brewtubers.com and become a member. Then, just mosey yourself over to that Brewtuber store tab, click on it, and open the door to show the world you are a proud Brewtuber. Brew, record, post, repeat.